Hello, my name's Mark, welcome to the video. So today I'm on the magical and wonderful River Ribble and it's looking absolutely perfect this morning. It's around about 2.5 feet up. That means there's been a lot of rain and it's risen the water level up to a level now that really is quite appealing when you're a river angler. Extra water means the chance of a barbel and also the chub getting pretty active as well. So really excited to cast a line. I'll show you the setup and the baits, and hopefully we'll get 1 or 2 fish on the bank today. So just to take a look at the swim, this is where I'm fishing. A fairly steep bank, but I've got a nice level and safe place under my feet, which is always the most important thing when you're river fishing. And you can see that, yeah, extra bit of water on, and below me I've got a big overhanging tree as well. So looking absolutely superb. So the gear that I'm using, I've got a Shimano 6000 reel loaded with 10-pound line, and that's on my agility rod. It's an old Shakespeare rod. It's a twin tip rod. There's a sort of an Avon section, which is a thicker section, and then a quiver tip section. I've got the heavier section on today because obviously it's extra water. And the business end, I've got a well, it's a 1 ounce, just over a 1 ounce lead at the moment, which I've just checked, and it will hold bottom quite surprisingly. That's attached to a clip, a buffer bead, and then a bead, and then a running ring swivel there that's attached to this end, which is the hook link, which I'll show you in a minute or two. And then I've got another little bead there, and a very lightly squeezed on, I'll just show you, stop there. And the idea is that this obviously is a bit free running. If it does get snagged and snapped, the gear will get ripped off and the fish will be untethered. So it's a very safe rig. Now the other end of the tackle, if you like, is the hook link, and what I'm using is one of these ready tied, I think this is a Guru, no, it's a Corum one, and this is a size 12 hook with a quick stop, and onto that I'm going to attach a piece of meat. So that's the setup. Just to let you have a look at my baits, which I'm a big fan of, and particularly in when the river is high, meat is a real winner. And this is flavoured meat. I mix all sorts of stuff in, but predominantly I put smoked paprika in there. I've also got some other spices, some salt, and they're cut into cubes of about, I don't know, 12 mil, something like that. So that's what's going on the hook. So right, on with a piece of meat. So I've got this little tool here. I push in the end of the quick stop. There's actually a little baiting needle, but it does the trick. And then I push the stop, quick stop, or speed stop as some brands call it, onto the hook like that, and that's basically nicely attached to the hair of the hook there. That's ready to cast in. Right, so we're ready to go. I'm not going to cast very far out. When you've got extra water on a river, you really don't need to cast far out. It does cause more problems than anything else, because inevitably there's all sorts of debris coming down. So I'm fishing around about 1/3 of the way across there, just giving it a little bit of slack line, and then I'll stick it on the rest, and yeah, see how we get on. It's always exciting, your first cast, isn't it? So I've got cast out, I'm ready to go. Just a little tap on the rod tip then. It's very much early days yet. I want that scent going into the water, and obviously the flavoured bait I think really attracts fish. Just to give you a bit of an update of the conditions, very cloudy and overcast. Been raining overnight, it was raining quite heavily yesterday, and temperature's about 14 degrees. And when I see the river rising, and the water is quite warm, and the air temperature is quite warm, it always makes me think of barbel fishing. So yeah, can be particularly good when the river's rising, or indeed falling on the River Ribble as well. So I'm not sure whether we're going to get a little tap. Yep. Oh, that's the first fish. That's the first fish. Didn't take long. this is. It's certainly lovely. Oh, yeah. Switch across to my other camera now. So I'm thinking this is going to be a barbel. Just saying about the conditions for barbel, and this has gone absolutely scooting off. And if it is a barbel, I'll be very, very happy. Now the thing is that the conditions are such that it's even a chub will fight hard when there's extra water on, so you never quite know. But I'm thinking this could well be a barbel, and if it is, I'll be absolutely over the moon, because I haven't really fished for barbel for a couple of years. I used to fish them quite regularly, and it often meant that either you're fishing in very heavy floodwater, or you're fishing in the evenings or at night, and I kind of stopped doing that. And what I wanted to do is, well, what I spent most time doing is actually fishing for silverfish. So it's a while since I caught a barbel. Now I might be getting overexcited and saying it's a barbel, but it did certainly scream off. But as I say, we've got chub in this stretch that when there's a bit of extra water on, it is very barbel-like. And I'll tell you what, I'll be over the moon if my first fish on here is a barbel. Just can pack up and go, job done. It's just, whoa. So I'm on 10-pound line straight through, but you never know with these fish. And there are some snags in front of me as well, so now usually one of the telltale signs of a barbel, I haven't seen it yet, it might be a chub, I don't know, but it's fighting very, very hard. Sorry for the camera wobbling about, I've got a chest harness on. But yeah, what usually happens is now you put your net in, if it is a barbel, they tend to go absolutely screaming off, and it is a barbel. Oh my goodness. Okay. Makes me very happy. Long time no see, Mr. Barbel. Yay! And we've got it in the net. I can't tell you how happy that makes me. A lovely barbel in the net, just proving that conditions, it's all about conditions, and yeah, that's proving it. First chuck. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this fish a very, very long rest in the net before I sort of get it out and show it you. That's the secret in with barbel fishing. You must give them a break, you know, give them a real good rest, because they really fight so hard. So I'm just going to settle down, leave it just in the margin there, and we'll come back to it in a moment. But great result. Great result. So a beautiful River Ribble barbel, absolutely fantastic. First cast, absolutely beautiful. Really, really chuffed about that. Let's get it back, give it another rest, and then we'll release it. Well, fighting fit, ready to go back. Oh, there she goes. Wonderful, great result. So one of the things I'd always advise you to do after you've caught a barbel is just check your hook link, because they can smash through all sorts of boulders and God knows what. So have a good check of your line, just run your fingers on it, make sure everything's okay, check your knots and everything, because yeah, they don't have to put a strain on your gear. Okay, couldn't have wished for a better start. First chuck, first barbel. Well, that's the first barbel for a long time for me. As I say, I used to fish for them very, very regularly, but because it involved a lot of sort of night fishing and whatnot, it kind of stopped me from doing it. And yeah, absolutely wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Just shows you, you know, conditions have just got to be right. Extra water, a good meaty bait, full of flavour. I haven't put any feed in or anything like that, just fishing in the right place at the right time. A wonderful barbel in the net. Didn't it scrap? So after that barbel, there's about 20 odd minutes of elapsed without any bites or anything. So I decided to throw a few pieces of luncheon meat well upstream there, not too far out, just so that hopefully it'll settle down in this kind of area where I'm fishing. So I'll put about 6 in at the moment, just to get a bit of flavour in the water. And I've just had my first tap on the rod tip. Apologies if you're getting wind noise on the camera. I am sort of in a bit of facing wind. Sometimes just blows straight into where I'm sat. I'm on the camera mic, so hopefully it's not too... Ooh, another tap there. There we go. Ooh, I can see that. I'm going to strike at that. And yeah, we're into something else. Whoa. This might be a chub. It's not, certainly not running off like that, like that barbel did. It's come straight in and it's a chub. That came in much more easily, didn't it? Excellent. Right, let's give it a rest for a minute and I'll have a look at it. So, small chub, just over a pound and a quarter, something like that. And that's good. All into meat again. And let's pop it straight back. There we go. On your way, Mr. Chub. Great. By the way, you will see that there's a football down there. You do find lots of footballs, believe it or not, down here, and the reason is that upstream is the Blackburn Rovers training centre, so I don't know whether they're rubbish shots and keep oofing the ball over the fence into the river, but you do get lots and lots of footballs down here, and that's where they come from. The Blackburn Rovers training centre. I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere, folks. And put a comment below. But yeah, that's where you find them, in the downstream of that training centre. Lots and lots of footballs that they've oofed over the fence. Well folks, it's looking like I've got another barbel on. It's just gone absolutely rocketing off right to the middle of the river, that one. Oh, I'm going upstream now. Forgot just how hard these River Ribble barbel fight. Wow. Just had a small chub and then just smashed over and we're into this. That's, yeah, you can see you're just taking line and line and line. Whoa. Super strong fish. It's gone right upstream, that, right in the middle of the river. Kingfisher just flew by then as well. Oh boy. This is what barbel fishing is all about. Just been throwing a few pieces of meat upstream. I've got a lovely overhanging tree bit below me, downstream of me, and it looks a perfect haunt for barbel. Well, as expected, would be prepared that right about now, when they get sort of close in, they'll take another run off like it's just done. Really don't like getting them anywhere near the net. Oh, it's off again. It's off again. One tip is to sort of bring them upstream and then sort of drop them downstream into the net. That's a technique that you can use sometimes. I'm not sure whether it's going to work today because it's off again. Make sure that drag's working. Yeah, it's not happy. It's not a happy bunny. Oh, incredibly hard fighting fish, especially when there's a bit of flow on the water. Not wanted to come in. Get the net ready. Oh yeah, beautiful. Just going to try to just bring it slightly upstream if I can. Well, that's the theory. And sort of lift and drop them. Whoa, that just pinged right out of the net. Slightly better fish is this one. Made a bit of a meal of that. Let's try that again. Oh yeah, beautiful. That's barbel number 2 in the net. Let's give it a good long rest, that one. Superb. So, that's barbel number 2. Absolutely wonderful. A real scrap, that. Fantastic. Give it a rest and get it back. It's kicking, ready to go back. Thank you, Mr. Barbel. Whoop. There we go. Second barbel. Wonderful. Exceeded my expectations. I've had 2 barbel, been fishing probably, I don't know, maybe about an hour and a half, and a small chub as well, so absolutely wonderful. A bit breezy, so apologies for the noise on the camera. Let's see if we get any more. Watching my rod tip, I'll just give you a bit of an update. I've probably been fishing for about 2.5 hours, something like that, and I've had 2 barbel, which is great, and a small chub. It went sort of quiet then, and I started getting these very savage taps, like I've just had one now, and I suspect the smallest chub, even big chub, can just grab the end of the bait on the hair and bolt off with it without actually taking the hook into the mouth and hooking themselves. So I've also had a look at the rig. I've just put a slightly heavier lead on. I've gone from 1 ounce to 1.5 ounce, just to try to change the mechanics of the rig a little bit. Sounds very technical, doesn't it? Sounds like I know what I'm talking about. And what I also noticed is that the hook on my rig had opened up slightly when I'd got that second barbel. So I've actually gone to a different type of hook link. I think it's a Guru one with a much thicker gauge hook. So much more happy with that. And it's also got a slightly shorter hair as well. So I'm wondering whether that might do the trick and obviously give me a bit more confidence, because I wasn't very happy at seeing that open up. I mean, they do fight very hard, the barbel, especially in flowing water like this. Yeah, a bit disappointed that it opened up slightly. So much thicker hook on, thicker gauge hook, slightly shorter hook link, and a slightly heavier lead. Will that work? Who knows? Nothing more on that. I had a couple of taps, so it might be, as happened last time, that I got my bait pinched. But I'm just going to leave it on the bait runner and carry on with my flaming hot Walker's Max crisps. That's what I was just nibbling on. And then really strong. I think they're more spicy than my bait, these. Very crunchy as well. Oh, been very, very quiet for about the last, well, about the last hour, I would say. Just going to have a little throw a little bit further down the swim there. Oh, now. How bizarre. How bizarre. That was a take straight away. I was just thinking maybe I should just drop down the swim a little bit, and that literally hooped over as soon as I cast in. I was just trying to weigh up where my bait might be landing now. The river's sort of changed a little bit. I think it's dropping a little bit, and I was just wondering whether I should actually be fishing a bit further down, because that might be where all the bait that I'm throwing in is falling in. So let's try that again. It's very interesting. Be ready this time. Good grief. I'm actually just going to hold my rod. Well, I'll just keep next to it. I'm not going to put my bait on or I'm literally going to watch the rod tip. But that literally hit straight away. Obviously sunfish down there, but the sun's, well, not sun hasn't come up, it's still very cloudy, but it's got much brighter. So I'm just wondering whether fish have moved down sort of under this tree where it's a little bit more secluded and shaded. I get a feeling I need to be a bit further out, to be honest, but give it a minute. Yeah, 1 minute the sun's out, or yeah, it's just peeping through the clouds now, and it gets quite bright and warm, and then a few minutes go by and then it's pouring down, so very odd. So there is a bit of colour in the river, so I'm hopeful that even if it does get a bit brighter, the colour in the water will help the fish feed more confidently. Obviously early on it did, but it's certainly quietened down. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to reel in, I'm going to cast a little bit further out. I'm not really happy with that cast, to be honest, so let's sort of reel in. Actually, I did feel like it was in some kind of weed or something then. And I'm going to cast it out to where I'm happiest. If you're not happy with where you're fishing, just that's better, that's where I want it to be. There's no point in sitting there with your bait in a place you don't want it to be. You've got to be fishing where you're confident, so. Well, we're into something else. I think, not sure exactly what it is at the moment. The way it's run out into the current, it might be a barbel again, but it could be a chub. I've been getting some very strange, very quick bites under the tree there. I think this might be a chub. Yeah, I was just getting some very quick jabbing bites out there. I'm missing them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a chub. And I suspect that that's what it is. It's chub. Just downstream from where I am. And yeah, I can give you the run around, so yeah, nice chub. Yeah, not a small one. I thought it would, there might be some small chub just jabbing that, but they can be very cute, can these bigger chub. Give it a little rest there and I'll have a little look at it. Great. Oh, nice chub in the net. There we go. Beauty. Yeah, nice fat one. It's probably been chomping on all my meat. Can't see anything down its throat, but that's great. First bite for a while. Nice chub. Beautiful colours, really dark. Let's pop it back. Give it a little rest first. Just pop it in the side here, and then we'll let it go. Brilliant. Just a bit of this bait in. Oh, that's another. That's another one. Whoa! No, I've got one with it. Whoa! We're right for the tree roots here. Whoa! I have to give it a bit of stick to get out. Come on! Whoa. Oh, it's got inside. Oh, snapped me. Oh, shit. Well, that's disappointing. I'm using barbless hooks, so I think it just took me actually into the snags at the side. So I'm just going to literally hover over my hand over my rod here. Some very savage bite. Before I knew it, that fish was in the edge. It literally sort of took me right down to well, where the tree roots were. Managed to get it upstream, but then it bolted into the edge, and I think perhaps just shed the hook there. But yeah, there's obviously a few chub down there. I thought it was a barbel at first because it bolted off so quick. I mean, it might have been, but typically chub will do that to you. They'll take you into any snag they can. Oh, I've got something else on. Not sure exactly what it is yet. Feeling quite chub-like. Managing to keep it away from these overhanging bankings and the roots for that tree. But yeah, I just feel like a chub coming in a plodding sort of way. Yeah. So you know if it's a barbel, it'll bolt off any time now, but I suspect it's a chub the way it's fighting. Ooh. Yeah. See its big white lips. There we go. Wonderful. It's chub number 3 in the net. Give it a little rest and have a look at it. It's chub number 3. Nice little unit there. Excellent. It's good to be finally getting some bites again. Let's pop it back. So, very lively chub number 4 here. A little mark on its back there, like a heron stab or something. Otherwise it's perfect. Great. And yeah, it's a nice day to be on the river. Well, they're all nice days on the river, I think. Now I was getting bites pretty much instantly, in fact. Ooh, there's a tap! Yep! I was going to say, we were getting bites immediately. Again, feels like a chub, but you never know. It's just got that plodding feel to it. You never know. Just going to take my time. It does feel like a chub, it's sort of nodding away in the current. Quite a bend in this Very powerful rod. Ooh. Yeah, definitely feeling very chub-like. Just hanging in that current there. Yeah, strong fish. Very strong fish. I suppose they have to be to live in a place like this, but yeah, there we go. Just breaking the surface now. Not very big, but a powerful little thing. Yeah, right scrapper, this one. It's funny how some fight really hard and other ones are a lot more easy to get in. So, this is one of the scrappers. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, it's not too bad. Lovely brassy flank to it. Right, not very big, but good scrap. Chub number 5. Lovely brassy coloured fish. Great. Hook it safely back. Great. Ooh. Still fighting in the net. So I'm just checking my hook link, running my fingers up and down it, and I can feel there that it's very rough and crazed, so I think that's the word. Anyway, roughed up, so I am going to change my hook link. I'm not on a chance hooking a barbel or a chub with this potentially breaking, so I'm going to swap that out now. I hooked another steam train. I think this might be a barbel. Trying to reposition my camera. It's gone hurtling off into the middle of the river just like the other ones did, and it's yeah, definitely feels stronger than a chub. Let's hope we can get this one in. I thought my opportunities for catching a barbel might have gone with the falling water level, but definitely feels like a barbel. I just did a little bit to the camera where I'd replaced my hook link because it was a bit rough and ready, and I'm certainly glad I did now, because if this is what I think it is, any slight damage to your hook link is going to get found out with a barbel. So yeah, the way this is hanging out there in the current, and you can probably see the spool spinning around with the drag. It's definitely, if it is a chub, it's a whopper. Just going to gently coax it in. Don't fight these barbel. I've forgotten just how hard they do fight. Definitely not wanting to come in. See a bit of weed. Yeah, it's ready to go again. I'm hoping that my action camera lasts, because I am down on battery on it. I've got to get it in first, or I'll bit about that. When I go quiet, it's usually because I'm concentrated. I'm not messing it up. So, the fight is very different, much more powerful, and whereas the chub were zipping sort of into the edge, these barbel have just gone straight out into the middle of the current. So it's powerful fish. It does feel a better one actually. Won't be ready yet. Start getting it near the side, and then you can expect a couple of runs, certainly if it sees the net. Yeah, it's off again now. Just hoping to get this one in. Incredible fish, incredibly powerful fish, designed for, you know, fighting in the current, just holding in the current with the big sort of pectoral fins. Amazing fish. I've really missed fishing for them. Not ready yet. So again, always expect you get it to about this point now and expect another run. Yeah, there we go. Just feel a good fish, this. Sometimes you can be surprised. I don't want it to go to the right because, whoa, we've got tree roots and goodness knows what downstream. This is putting up a right battle. I wonder whether I should have brought my bigger net. The line's singing. Whoa, yeah, lovely barbel. I saw the net and has decided don't like it. Let's try it another time. Whoa. Doesn't like the net for sure. Oh, just about fits in the net. Wonderful, what a scrap, what a scrap. Well, I'm going to give that a really good rest before we have a look at it. Well, that's probably the best fish of the day. Excellent, let's give it a rest. Give me a rest as well. Well, there we've got it. Absolutely clonking barbel. Beautiful, beautiful fish. That put up a hell of a battle. Really superb fish. Barbel number 3. What a great day we're having. Going to rest it up for a lot longer, another 10 minutes or so. Just in the edge here. It's battling away, but I'm just going to keep it nice and settled there, and then we'll release it. A good rest in the net. It's fighting fit, ready to go, so let's say farewell to it. There we go. What a beauty. What an absolute beautiful fish. Well, blimey, I'm still quivering from that last barbel, barbel number 3. I thought my chances of getting another barbel had gone really with the falling water level, but blimey, what a superb fish, what a battle. Yeah, I'm still still shaking. Absolutely fantastic, very, very privileged to catch barbel. Or any real fish on the river, to be honest. They're wild creatures, just amazing fish to catch and see on the bank. So yeah, safely returned. I'm tempted to have another cast just to see if I can get something else, but absolutely over the moon so far. I've had 3 barbel and 5 chub, so yeah, absolutely over the moon, and has exceeded all expectations today, to be quite honest. It's not often I get a chance to do barbel fishing these days, and when I have been barbel fishing in the past, it's usually like being night time, you know, because that's the predominant time to catch them, or if the water level's up. So it's really good to be catching some fish in the daytime, then you can actually see them. So absolutely over the moon. And if you are enjoying this video, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and please share it, comment and give it a like. Thanks very much. Well, I'm into something else. I'm not sure what this is. I think it's going to be a chub. And it did go hurtling off, but it's slowed down a little bit now. It's coming in a bit too easy for a barbel. See if we can get it in and find out what it is. But yeah, it's not giving me the run around like barbel do. So I suspect this is another chub. Yeah. Nice chub. Yeah, big chub. Get it in the net, Mr. Chub. Blimey, yeah. Whoa, that's a bit of a chunk, is that? Could be the best chub of the day. It's just decided it don't like the net. Yeah, proper chub that one. That's a real chunk. Lovely fish. That is chub number 6, I believe. The biggest one of the day, I think. Wonderful. So with that last big chub, I'm going to call it quits. I'm sure there's more fish out there, but I'm just going to get home and have a rest really. I'm a bit knackered after all those battles. So it's been a fantastic day. I've had 6 chub and 3 wonderful barbel, exceeding my expectations by huge amounts really today. So hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you're doing well in your own fishing, and I will see you on the next video. Remember please to subscribe and give it a like and give it a share. Thanks a lot.